Hey, what's going on? This is Ola coming to you live from my Empire Pro headquarters here. But hey, I wanted to talk about Lis Pendens, pre-foreclosures, real estate. Let's talk about this really quickly. One of the most commonly asked questions I get all the time is, what is Lis Pendens? And what does this have to do with making money in real estate? And I thought I should come to you and just share this very raw video with you today and just speak from the heart. I'm going to try to do this more. If you like it, if you like the video and you like me explaining from the heart like this, I will share with you. What is Lis Pendens? What does it have to do with real estate? And how can you make money in real estate with Lis Pendens? Well, Lis Pendens is, I think it's French for pending lawsuit, okay? Don't quote me too much. You can go Google it, but that's besides the point. But just think of it this way: it's pending lawsuit. Okay, what it means is that somebody stopped payment on their property. Okay, what do I mean by stop payment? Well, in a Western society, in a place like United States, which I'm hoping that's where you're watching me from, most people acquire properties by way of mortgages. Okay, meaning they borrow money from the bank, they give a promissory note to the bank that they will pay them the lump sum of the loan back in 30 years, right? And there's terms like interest rates, and things like that. The whole 9 yard. I don't want to get into that. That's not what this is about. So they took a mortgage loan from the bank to purchase a piece of property, $300,000, $400,000. And then, boom, something happened. A recession happened. 2008, which happened to my personal business, happened. Or maybe 2020, coronavirus happened and they lost their job. And they're in a place where they're like, the bank is saying, you haven't paid me. You haven't paid me. First month, right? Second month, you haven't paid me. You need to pay what they call loan servicing. Like how much are you paying monthly for your mortgage payment? So the idea is you're going to be paying monthly for 12 months for the next 30 years. What is 12 months for the next 30 years? 360 months you're going to be paying. So somewhere around 100 month, the month 100, life happened. Not because you're a bad person, you lost your job and you stopped paying. So again, first month, no payment. The bank has some mercy because again, they're hoping that you actually keep paying. Second month goes, right? Same thing, you haven't paid. You're hoping that you will pay. The bank is hoping that you will pay because nobody gets into a mortgage relationship only to stop payment, right? The bank also, they don't want to do something drastic like filing a lawsuit. They don't want to foreclose on your property. They're not in the business of foreclosing on property. They're in the business of giving you money, a lump sum, $100,000 for the next 30 years, and hope that you pay a little bit of something, $700 every month for the next 360 months. They make a lot of interest from that. I think right now 2 to 3% you can find a mortgage loan in a typical market, 4 or 5%, right? You're paying like that every month, right? The third month you haven't paid, then they're forced to do what they really don't want to do. They file a pending lawsuit. So the example, the scenario I just painted for you, that will be in New Jersey. In many other states, the rules are different, but that's the idea. At some point, you force their harm, or circumstances forces their harm to do the needful, which is to file a pending lawsuit against you. And that point, you call it Lis Pendens. It's basically it's a lawsuit that says they have intentions to take the property away from you, aka foreclosure, foreclose on your property. Here's what you need to know about that, right? For a person trying to make money in real estate, right? Here's what you need to know about that. At that stage, your services, your skill set may be needed, or your connections, more importantly, your connection to help them get rid of a piece of property that could have been a liability. Houses are supposed to be an asset, right? But sometimes in life, circumstances will present itself in a way that now it's a liability. It's not the house that makes it a liability, it's the numbers. If the numbers with respect to personal finances of the owners does not make sense, meaning it's not putting money in their pocket every month, then it changes by its very nature. It changes to what you call a liability. If it's a liability, you'll be doing them a favor by showing up in that picture and helping them get rid of the property. Does that make sense? So that's what I wanted to point out to you in this video. That's what Lis Pendens is. Lis Pendens means pending lawsuit. I think it's French or Spanish, something like that. But all you need to know is it means pending lawsuit towards the purpose of foreclosing on the property, of taking the property away from you so that the bank can save the day, take whatever they can take from the property, because they're probably going to lose a lot of money. If the property is worth $100,000 in a regular market, if they have to foreclose on it, not only are they losing time, which is worth more than money, they also have to engage in an activity that's not what they do. They're in the business of flipping money. They're not in the business of flipping houses. But now you're forcing them, or let me say your circumstances is forcing them to have to flip houses, and they are going to effectively lose money by doing so, right? So if there's a way you could catch up and make payments, sure. But in a lot of ways, in a lot of cases, people can't catch up. In fact, what they really need is to get rid of the property, and that's where your opportunity as an investor who wants to wholesale, as an investor who wants to find properties for investors and cash buyers, that's where an opportunity presents itself. So how do you get into this? How do you make or take advantage of this in a way that you get to serve the person who owns the home, right? You market, you become a marketer, you become a lead generator, you become a professional who understands lead pipeline, how to build a lead pipeline. That's how you do that, and that's something that we cover in details here. How can you get the list of pre-foreclosures? That's something we do in details here. All you have to do is go into the links in the description. Okay, you could go straight to smartrealestatewholesaling.com to download the book, absolutely free. If you want to get started right away, you want like a quick start guide to get going and get set up, you want to set up a lead pipeline in the next 11 days, just go to 11dayschallenge.com. It's a fun process. You'll get to set up a lead pipeline. It doesn't take away a lot of your time, and step by step you can look over my shoulder and set up a lead pipeline so you can start generating leads and start making $10,000, $25,000, $30,000 per deal just by helping other people get rid of a piece of liability that was supposed to be an asset, right? Meaning the bank has filed a Lis Pendens against them, right? It's an ugly situation, but it also presents an opportunity for you to help someone in need. So hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. Take advantage of the links in the, and if you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, share, like, let me know. Let the algorithms know that you do like it. I'm gonna leave it raw. I'm not gonna edit or anything like that. And then we'll see if that helps us share the word and help more people. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you on the next one, and peace.